Always like relaxing. What's up, everybody? Yay!
Welcome back,
Football fans. I am Junior,
and I'm Senior.
and this is the 2-Point Conversation. Did you win last week?
Not a chance.
I didn't either.
Nah.
You know, I'm really starting to dislike us doing these videos and then us not being the best at what it is that we do. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know.
we got Winston going crazy. We got
I know.
Goose going crazy.
Get in here, Winston. Close the door. Don't
Goose,
let him
I
out.
closed.
He doesn't get to go.
I closed the door in my bedroom. So
He can't
we
go
have
anywhere?
two
Okay.
undefeated teams still, though.
Yeah, and I think I lost to one of those undefeated teams, so I could feel better about my loss.
Did you play Aaliyah last week?
I did. Yeah,
Aaliyah's team is good.
she's good.
Same with Julie's.
Yeah.
These are so What the Hawk and Aaliyah's amazing teams are the undefeated teams that we got going into this week.
Yeah.
Just about everybody else has a 1-1 record. We have a couple of 0-2 records.
Who are those teams?
What, the 0-2s?
Yeah, who are those two?
So we have the underdogs. Katie, we love you.
I love you.
You are.
Keep going. You'll
We
get
noticed.
better.
I want to
Get
talk
better.
about the underdog. She picked up a couple players. She obviously knows how to add things to her roster. So I think that's interesting. Why don't we talk about that for just a minute?
Sure.
She added Jacoby Myers, New England wide receiver.
Okay.
I think he's questionable this week.
Okay.
So I don't know what that was or why we picked him up as a questionable, but
what are you guys together on that?
I mean, I hope God.
She picked him up.
Katie, you're doing phenomenal. Okay, you're doing very good at this, and then it looks like who else picked up? Grandpa picked up a wide receiver this week.
Yeah. Who did he go with?
He picked up Johan Dotson.
Oh.
Do you know who he is?
Yeah, sure. He's out of Penn State, and
Oh, he even knows his college.
Yeah. Went to college at Penn State.
His name is Johan.
It depends on how you pronounce it, but sure.
How do you pronounce it?
I don't pronounce it at all.
I think it's
Anyway,
J-A.
he plays for the Commanders.
Jahan.
Yeah, he's the boss.
So do you think Jahan is just John?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I mean, it's Jahan.
Okay.
So
Fantastic.
it's John
Great.
Dotson.
I think it's enough time spent on somebody.
Okay,
that
I'm
don't
just
matter.
saying. Okay, yeah. So and then also Hakuna Matata is 0-2.
Yes.
The wonderful bride of this guy. Yes. So
I'm just happy they're playing. You know what? It's fun. They enjoy it.
it is fun.
And you know what?
I don't like to lose though.
Well, that's the way things go, brother.
I got beat by Kyle last week by a touchdown syndrome, and it's definitely a struggling week with my players. Every single one of the players on my bench is questionable or suspended.
Yeah, he's having a tough time.
That's pretty interesting. When you're plagued with injuries, you just kind of go, well, I'll take whoever I can start
Okay.
at this point.
All right.
Do you have any injuries on your team?
Yeah, I guess I probably do, but
Yeah.
I got game time decision with old Herbert, but I already yanked him out and picked up Joe Flacco.
I noticed you picked up Flacco.
Yeah, but she didn't want to say anything about me. You just wanted to talk about the girls.
Well, they're
Father
undefeated.
picked up.
You suck. You and me, we
yeah.
both lost.
So,
But it
yeah.
was good. I got to be honest, Andrew, it was good to watch him lose this week
Yeah.
as well. I was
Okay.
going to be very disturbed if Grandpa got beat 2 weeks in a row by a kicker.
Yeah.
You know,
he
it came
did.
down to the kicker, and I was like, oh, man, I just hope Grandpa doesn't get beat twice by a kicker. So him and Impending Doom, they had a go at it. That was the final game, final night of the week, final football game. It came down to the wire, and Grandpa ended up pulling it off. So Grandpa's also 1-1, which is good. So we got a lot of 1-1 teams, a bunch of 0-2 teams, and only 2 undefeated teams. Aaliyah and Julie, you guys are doing very, very well. Should we get into the matchups this week?
Let's go.
So the first matchup right off the bat is Papa's Proud Pack against 4th and Inches. They are both 1-1 teams. I'm going to break down the roster for these guys. I feel like we should talk about some things for Grandpa.
Okay, talk about
There's
it.
a couple things that we need to discuss in fantasy football. If you have a Q next to your name, it means you're questionable. It doesn't mean that you have to replace them.
Nope, sure doesn't.
If you have an IR next to your name, that means that you are an injured reserve, and you also don't have to replace them. You just have to move that person down to your injured reserves list and pick up somebody else if you see fit. Is that correct?
It gives you an extra spot. Yeah, but you got to remember IR, right? That means that player is going to be out for a minimum of 4 weeks.
Is it 4? I thought it was 6. Is it 4 weeks?
It's 4 weeks.
So, yeah. So if you get an IR next to your name, that's a good indication that he's going to be out for at least 4 weeks.
Correct.
If you have an O next to your name, that means he's out. That means he's out. And so the thing I have to struggle with this league is the Q and the O look very similar. So if you are doing it on your phone, you got to be real careful on making sure that Q is not an O because they look very similar. If it's questionable, the odds of him still playing are pretty good. But if he's out, well, you're going to be.
Yeah, because he didn't say the O stands for out.
Does it? Oh, okay. Yeah. And a couple other things. If there's an SUSP next to their names, that stands for suspension. I heard a funny story this week about Mike Evans getting suspended. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah. Okay.
Unless you have a different take on it.
We'll hear it.
So Mike Evans, there was a little quarrel between the two teams, between Tampa Bay and I can't remember. Was it the Saints?
That's the Saints.
The Saints. And I think Lattimore and Tom Brady go way back. Is it Lattimore?
Lattimore and Evans go.
They go way back, right? It's a rivalry. Lattimore always covers Evans. Well, Brady, when he's on the field, he's a different guy, right? He's a gamer. He's a player. He's very competitive. So words were exchanged. Mike Evans walks off the field, and now the rumor is that Bruce Arians told Mike Evans to get back on the field and go protect Tom Brady. So Mike Evans runs out onto the field and checks Lattimore, knocks him on the ground, and gets suspended for a week. Now, I find this very interesting. First of all, Bruce Arians isn't the coach anymore, correct?
That is correct.
So what is he doing on the sideline?
Well, apparently the rumor has it,
according
to Arians, is that they did not give them a box upstairs to watch the game from. So they had to watch the game from downstairs. And according to the Saints are saying, that's a lie. They had a spot. They just preferred to be down on the field. So I'd say he said kind of a situation.
That's interesting because so Bruce Arians, what is this? He's like front office guy now, right? Like, I don't know what his exact title is, but he's definitely a competitor as well. And so I know the Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have kind of a rivalry, but it's very interesting that Bruce Arians was on the field that day during that game. And so obviously it was in the Superdome, right? It was in the Saints. So they didn't have a box. But what's really funny is that I just thought Mike Evans saw Tom Brady getting into a quarrel and thought, I need to run out and protect my quarterback. Now there's actually video evidence of Bruce Arians saying, hey, you need to go protect Tom Brady. So Mike Evans runs out on the field, shoulder checks Lattimore, gets suspended for a game. Well, I have Mike Evans.
Yeah. But so what does that mean, though? When somebody tells you, hey, you need to go out there and protect your quarterback.
That's what it means for me.
Because I thought that looked like more of an attack. I mean, he could have just gone out there and ran in between the two.
Right.
And then just kind of, give him a kind of a, like a basketball, where you screen, right?
Yeah.
That would be protecting him.
Right. But he didn't do that.
No. He runs out there and freaking checks his ass to the turf. He goes down. That's it. You're suspended. Now you're out a week.
That sucks for me. Yeah. Mike Evans was one of my top picks, but he's got just an attitude. He's got an attitude just like the Buccaneers. You know what I like about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
Not much.
Tom Brady will call you while you're sitting at your home on your couch or at a grocery store. I'm just obviously embellishing a little bit and be like, hey, do you want to play some games? And they'll be like, yeah, I want to play some games. He'll be like, come on out, let's play. And then the next thing you know, they're on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's happened multiple times. I'm not just making this up. This is something that Tom Brady does in the offseason.
But it's not exclusive to Tom Brady. Their quarterbacks are all over the National Football League.
But he's the greatest. How do you think
Davante Adams left the Green Bay
Packers?
That's
true. That's true. In fact, it's actually the same thing that happened with Matt Stafford going to the Rams. McVay and Stafford were on a vacation in the same spot. They sat in a hot tub, and Stafford was like, hey, how's it going? And McVay's like, how many come play for me? The next thing you know, they're winning Super Bowls together.
Like I said, happens all the time.
But the reason I point this out is because Tom Brady's the greatest. So, in my opinion, I would love to play with the greatest. You want to come to a really good team with a really good coaching staff, with the best quarterback of all time, and maybe win a Super Bowl. Somebody like Julio Jones is like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I think I'll do that. And here's the thing that I've noticed about these players. They always get injured throughout the season, but they don't care because they're on the roster. So if they go to the Super Bowl, they're still going to get a ring. Even if they yank their shoulder or whatever, and they're still on the team, they still stand a chance at winning a ring with the best quarterback of all time. I think it's very interesting. Okay, so we did some football talk. Okay, I want to talk about some teams. Okay, Grandpa's team. Papa's Proud Pack against 4 Thin Inches. Both 1-1 teams. Both have really, really good teams. Josh Allen is an amazing football player, and he is looking phenomenal. And that's Josh's quarterback. And then we just got on talking about Grandpa's Tom Brady. Tom Brady is struggling because he doesn't have any wide receivers, in my opinion.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, they're running the football a lot more,
and they're doing well at it.
Doing some dump offs, right, to Fournette and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But let's look at what's the most important thing about that.
What is it? The most important thing?
They win.
They do win all the time.
Don't matter, right? You got no wide receivers.
Yep.
They win.
They win.
I mean,
they got a good
defense.
It works.
They got a good team, and nobody's gonna care. Nobody's gonna look back if they go to the Super Bowl and be like, "Golly, for half the year he didn't have any good wide receivers."
Yeah,
Nobody's gonna give a crap.
Yeah, and when you look at their wide receiver core with Godwin, Evans, Julio Jones, I do think it upset Brady a little bit. Gronk didn't come back. Yep, Gage. Fournette running the ball. I mean, they have a really good group of teams. They have a couple other guys. I can't remember their names, but again, their wide receiver core is really, really good. Their defense is actually looking pretty good this year as well.
I just picked them up.
You picked up Tampa Bay?
I did, yeah.
I thought you picked up Philadelphia.
I did in one league. And
Tampa Bay in the other?
Yeah.
So pretty good defenses.
Yeah.
I've noticed that Nick Chubb is putting up some points for Grandpa.
Yeah.
God, you got to love being the Chubb, man.
You got it. Man.
He's just rocking it. Why aren't they handing the ball off to Hunt and Chubb as like a back-to-back kind of a thing? I thought they always did a tandem.
No, they're playing pretty separate a lot of the times now.
Wow.
Yeah, but
he's a beast mode.
It's not like you're losing anything by bringing in Hunt.
Can you explain the Deshaun Watson story a little bit?
I don't know, but it's hard for me to realize there's a lot of guys that can run with Chubb. And that's a thing, man. You gotta like it. It's like, man, I was out there, I ran with the Chubb. It's not easy to do. It's not easy.
First of all, it's very awkward and uncomfortable.
Well,
second of all, everybody's gonna be looking.
Look, but don't touch. How about that? There you go.
You can do so much with his name.
Oh my God.
It's one of those names where you're like
crazy. Yes, you know what he's saying? He said you could do so much with a Chubb.
Well,
huh? How about that? There it is.
Some of us.
All right.
Anyway, explain to
I don't think you want me to go down that road there.
Winston, you go on that litter box and eat kitty poop, I'm going to kick you.
Kitty Roka.
All right, Kitty Roka.
I have
what about Deshaun Watson? Explain.
What about it?
So it was going to look like it was going to be 12 games. I thought it was the whole year, and then it went to 16. I think it's 12 games now, isn't it?
No, it's 11.
It's 11. Okay,
it's 11.
Still.
A lot of people thought it was going to only be 6.
Mm-hmm.
See, but then, a lot of people started coming forward with information.
It's like 1, then 3, and now it's up to like 9. I'm pretty sure it's up to 9, or is it more than that?
It's 11. I just got through.
No, 11 weeks. I meant 9 people came forward. I thought it was 11 weeks. I think 9 people have come forward and been like, he was inappropriate with me as well. And you're like,
well, the list is really 23.
Oh, is it?
Oh,
That's way worse.
Oh, yeah,
23 people.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. That's not even like, so 20, that's like, okay, when you get to 23 people, that's when you're pretty sure he's doing some bad stuff. Because if it's just a one person, you go 23, you're like, okay, there's 23 people that are coming forward with similar stories.
Well, yeah, see, a lot of people are saying, oh, it's just this one gal. She's got some,
Winston.
She's got some issues with him. They don't really get along. And they've had some, she's kind of got a personal vendetta. 23, she's got a personal vendetta. Is that what this is? I don't think so.
Do you think 23 ladies just said, I think he can't keep his hands to himself? Or do you think he really can't keep his hands to himself? I think the Browns made a horrible move in drafting Deshaun Watson. I think after he comes back
trading for him.
Or trading for him.
Yeah.
I think once you get him, it's not gonna work out. I mean, he's gonna sit out 11 games and then he's gonna come out, and what do you think he's gonna do? Like just be a dominant quarterback who has no interaction with his team. I mean, I just don't see it happening. You got to lean on people like Chubb and Hunt and all the other guys. I mean, I like isn't Amari Cooper playing for Cleveland now? Yep, Amari Cooper. He put up a lot of good points last week as well. Yeah. We can get into that.
Thursday night.
I feel like we're jumping all over.
Yeah,
but it's fun.
This is fun.
Yeah,
it's just football.
This is fun. Now,
so where's he going to be though? Where is Cleveland going to be after 11 weeks? That's really the big question.
I don't know. They have a tough division.
I mean, they could even already be out of it. And then he's going to come back for 6 games or whatever. And then it's like,
true.
What the hell?
Who's in his division? We got the Browns.
Yeah.
You got the Bengals.
Yeah.
You got the
The
Chargers and the
Char-
Raiders.
No. God,
No.
are you kidding? You're in
My-
two totally different ones. I don't know. Who it
Browns. I don't think it's. I don't know. Anyway, that's. I think
Uh,
it's still a tough division to win. As the Bengals for sure in that division.
Yeah.
Even though they're starting out 0-2, they're not looking very good
is.
either.
Oh, is it Pittsburgh?
Might be Pitt. Yeah, Pittsburgh's in there.
And then somebody else.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah.
So Grandpa also has Amari Cooper on his team, but
Oh.
he didn't start him. He put him on the bench. Amari Cooper put up some good points. Amari Cooper put up 101 receiving yards, 7 receptions, and a receiving touchdown.
Oh, ouch, father.
Gosh, that would have been good. But you know what? I think Amari Cooper is definitely flaky. Do not walk over here, Winston.
Yeah.
I swear, go
He's going
back.
up high. He's going up high.
Get down.
He'll be
Are
fine.
we have
He-
crazy.
well,
So predictions. I think we should start doing predictions.
All right, predictions. Okay, so
Who do you think is going to win for Papa's Proud Back and
Proud
4th
Back
inches?
4th and inches. So
Mhm.
I'm going 4th and inches on this one, Father. You won last week. I'm thinking, it's kind of gonna slide down for you. Josh has got Diggs and Allen. That's a heck of a combination, man.
Yep, he
They
sure
just seem to
does.
be lighting it up, those two.
And I think that the thing about Josh is he hasn't made any moves to his roster at all. So I think like he has been lucky with
Why would you?
injuries.
Why would
Right.
you when you're keeping
Again,
back?
I mean, he's got great guys on his bench. He's got great guys on his team, but he doesn't have to worry about injuries. None of his guys are injuries. He's got T. Hawkinson, who's questionable this week. So I don't know. I don't think he has a backup tight end. Hopefully he plays. You think he's going to play, Hawkinson?
I'm not sure. They're still saying he's a game time decision.
Yeah, so that's interesting. I also am going to pick Josh. I think he's got a really good team. Grandpa, I'm always rooting for you though.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we're both rooting for you.
We'll be there tomorrow.
We'll be there.
Coming over.
Hey, and
Watch
if anybody
football.
else wants to come out to Grandpa's and watch football with
That's
us,
what we're gonna do.
let's
Going out.
go. That'll
Women
be
are out of town.
fun. Women are out of town. The boys will play.
That's
What are we
right.
gonna get for food?
I don't know.
You know he doesn't have any like pizza or anything. We gotta order pizza.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
All right,
later.
we'll figure it out. Okay, next matchup.
Donuts for breakfast.
So,
We're having donuts.
Oh, donuts. Are we doing donuts in the morning? Yes. Okay, so last week I played Touchdown Syndrome. This week I play What the Hawk.
Oh, what the hawk, Julie's team.
You know,
One of the two undefeated.
yeah, I've been dreading this. Her team, she has Tua on her bench, who put up a record 70 points for a quarterback last week.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say that the quarterback points in our league are a little skewed.
They are a little skewered.
You know, so I'm not gonna go down that road.
I don't understand
Okay,
how they
put
get
up some
so many
points.
points.
I don't know.
Somewhere along the way.
I've got to look at the commissioner for some issues. But
Yeah.
then again,
Yeah, I'm playing the commission. this week.
yeah.
That
So
sucks. But he had 6 touchdown passes, so
Yeah,
that's definitely
that
helpful.
is helpful.
And Tua, that's her backup quarterback. She also has Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson. I mean, you can't go wrong. I actually heard he might not start this week.
There you go. Well, how does that work though? Does Julie think he might not?
I don't know. He's not even listed as questionable. I read an article yesterday that talked like maybe he won't play this week.
You never know.
He's got bad ankle or something like that. I want to talk about my team for a minute. Okay. Well, because this is kind of important. We got to talk. We got to talk about something.
Oh, okay, talk about it.
Okay, so this is how my team looks right now. And Dad, I need your advice, okay? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys who are questionable or suspended. 8 guys, okay? I have Alvin Kamara. I have Dawson Knox. I have Judy. I have Evans, who's suspended, so that's a no-brainer. DeAndre Hopkins suspended, no-brainer. But I also have Josh Jacobs, who's questionable. I also have Taysom Hill, who's questionable. And I also have Julio Jones, who's questionable. All I'm saying is I just want some guys that can be sturdy and last. That's
Yeah,
it.
You picked them.
I know. What every guy I get gets hurt in the second or third week. I mean, how am I? Who you predicting this week? You think Julie's gonna beat me?
Yep.
He said that so like without question.
Yep.
No way. She does have George Kittle coming back. She's actually done this well in the league without George Kittle as her tight end. So bringing George Kittle back is definitely going to make it. She almost hit 200 points on her last game.
Yeah, but she's got Zach Ertz as a
She's
tight
got a
end.
Zach Ertz as her backup quarterback.
Nothing that says that Kittle's going to come back and all of a sudden just take off. I mean, he's
That's
got a groin
true.
injury.
That's
That
true.
guy's groin thing could pop any second and he's out again.
Right. And I know
So-
all about pop and groin. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
well,
It hurts.
I'm not so
It's
sure.
very,
about
very painful and uncomfortable. Makes you walk like you've been riding a horse for a little while.
that. Well, there you go.
There you go.
Got it
She
right.
actually has Pittsburgh's
Got it
defense, and
Got it.
and I actually did pretty well with. She got only 2 points for her Pittsburgh defense already, so that's gonna be where I'm gonna beat her this week.
Oh,
I got Baltimore playing who? New England. Let's go, Baltimore. I'm ready for this. She also has D. Johnson. Who is D. Johnson? He plays for Pittsburgh?
Yeah, that'd be Devontae.
Oh, hey, Devontae. Hey. So he did pretty good. He put up 16 points.
Okay.
So you think he did pretty good? I still think I'm going to pull it off with 8 guys in question. Next game. Hakuna Matata. Where is she at right now?
Victoria.
She's in Victoria. She's in Canada.
Her and her mother.
What
They're
are you
having a party.
What are you talking
They're
about?
having a high tea party.
having a bit of tea.
Wearing the fancy hats.
So are they, is it French there?
French?
Yeah, I think it's French.
I don't think so.
In Victoria, I'm pretty sure they speak French.
They speak English. Like
I know, but it's a French thing.
No, it's English.
Do you ever eat snails?
Like
Have you ever
England.
eaten snails?
I've been at the table. but
Escargot.
I was not going to have one.
No, it's they look horrible.
Yeah.
Everybody was just like, want to try this? No. If I could have steak or snails, I'm eating steak, right? Oh, no, just try one. No, I'm good. You try it. All you want. There you go. Okay, so Hakuna Matata is playing Aaliyah's amazing team.
Great
If
team.
If you look at our league right now, at the very top in first place overall is Aaliyah's team. She actually has 343 and 50 points, which is pretty freaking good considering it's only
3.5.
and it's only in week 2. That's pretty good. Oh, it says 0.5. Oh.
Yeah,
It's a half. Well, what? 0.54. Anyway, Aaliyah's team doing very, very well. She's definitely going to be one of the teams to beat. In second place, we have What the Hawk, which is who I'm playing this week. In third place is actually Josh.
There you go.
With the 1-1.
Yeah.
Of all people. He doesn't change his roster. He doesn't move anybody around. He doesn't make trades. He doesn't pick up waivers. He's in third place.
Yeah.
It's crap is what it is.
Just the way
It's
it is.
absolute crap. And then who's in
Just the
fourth
way it
place? This guy is
Don't
in
matter.
fourth place.
I ain't in first. It don't matter.
If you ain't first, you're last. Okay, let's get into Hakuna Matata's team. She looks like she's got everybody playing this week.
Yep.
Nobody's struggling. She does have Cooper Kupp. I want to talk about Jalen Hurts a little bit. I see him go up. I see him go down. I see him do well. I see him not do well.
Really?
Don't you
when
think
have you seen him? It's only been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And he's setting the house on fire.
I didn't say he was. He's not very consistent, I feel like. Do you think he's consistent?
Oh, it's totally consistent.
Totally consistent. Okay, you like Jalen Hurts? You think he's the new.
Yep. If Joe hadn't picked him, I would have.
Really? Is
Yep.
that good? I mean, I do think they kind of have a soft schedule. They play the Redskins or the command. What are they? The Commanders now.
Yeah. Where's Unroka? Get out of there.
Nope, get out of there.
Get out of there.
They play the Commanders. They play the Philadelphia Eagles, the Dallas Cowboys, and the New York Giants twice a year. So I feel like they stand a better chance of putting up good numbers just based on that alone. Do not get in that garbage can either. So that's going to be an interesting week. I think I'm going to root for Jody to win.
Okay.
But I think Aaliyah's going to pull it out. What do you think?
Well, I would never go against my wife.
What? Just so you're picking Hakuna Matata to win? Yeah. That's just because he's.
Yeah, it's my wife, man. I ain't going against
She's not even here.
I pick her when she plays me.
Or wait, I
didn't say with. I said she plays me.
That's what I was gonna say.
I know it.
Father and
It's
son.
all good, brother.
So Joe, we hope you win.
Yeah, sure do.
We will be rooting for you. But the way Patrick Mahomes is putting up almost 45 points a game, that's going to be a struggle. But Jalen Hurts could do it. He runs the ball quite a bit. 3 rushing touchdowns. I mean, you get 7 points in our league for rushing touchdowns.
I don't know what the hell that's all about, but hey,
Very
you know what?
strange.
Just don't make the rules.
Anyway,
There you
all
go.
right. Next team. Okay, I'm trying to pet Winston here. Let's see the next game.
Herbert makes my butt go.
Okay, Herbert makes my butt
the
curl against the
underdogs.
underdogs. Katie, if there's a week to win,
Yeah,
it's this week.
Get me now. You're
This
ahead
is-
6-0 right now.
This is good. Except
Yes, indeed.
who'd you get 6 points from? Oh, from her. She picked up Fearmouth. When did she pick up Fearmouth?
Dude, I don't know. I don't watch.
He's for Pittsburgh. So
Yeah.
he got 6 points. You got Darren Waller on your tight end position. You're starting Flacco this week. She has already made her moves this week. She pulled Kyler Murray and started Matt Stafford. She has also made other moves that I cannot believe. Let's see. She's got Eli Mitchell on her injured reserve. She's got Jacoby Myers. He looks like he is questionable. Let's see. She's got CeeDee Lamb. Who's D Moore for Carolina? He's good.
DJ Moore.
DJ Moore, not less. It's pretty good. I think Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Who's Jay Williams for Denver? Javonte
Javonte Williams.
So you got a good team. You are playing Dad this week there, Katie, and I hope that you do well. If I ever want you to win, it's this week.
There you go.
Because he sucks.
Bring it.
So I'm rooting for Katie. Who are you rooting for?
I'm rooting for
Okay, there you go. And then the last, we got to talk about impending doom. Ooh. And we got to talk about touchdown syndrome.
Ooh,
so I'm going to pull up the roster here. So impending doom has a really, really good team. He had a tough week last week, losing to DK Metcalf and Grandpa on the last Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. Was it Monday night? I don't remember. I don't remember the games. Was it?
Yes. When Monday night? Who played on Monday night?
No, that was the week before.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, whatever. No matter.
He lost. Yep. Impending doom lost to Grandpa, and it's a good week this time. It's touchdown syndrome. Touchdown syndrome already has 38 points. He had. Oh my gosh. Touchdown syndrome comes out of nowhere. He had Njoku.
Oh yeah.
And he had a huge game. He put up 23 points as a tight end. Wow, these guys are starting to make a step up. That was a very, very good pickup. 9 receptions, 89 reception yards, and a receiving TD. Also, he had Najee Harris. What is going on with Najee? He is Najee playing very well.
Yeah, he's not playing bad. It's just, he's been carrying the team. Everybody's talking about now pulling Trubinsky, getting him out of there.
He played so good in week 1.
Giving Pickett a chance now.
Pickett. He's from Pittsburgh, isn't he?
He is.
Born, raised, Pittsburgh guy.
I don't know if
they love him. They love him in Pittsburgh.
We're going to find out.
Yeah, I don't think he's very good. I never liked Trubisky either, but I feel like Najee Harris, he's struggling.
Yeah. Well, they just give him, look how many touches he gets during the game. He's their everything.
He is their everything.
He's a true 3-down back.
He dominates. What do you think of Russell Wilson and his transfer to the Broncos?
All right.
He got booed on the Denver Stadium.
Yeah, well, that's going to happen. I mean, come on. It's 2 games, right? It's 2 games in. My other league, Russell's my quarterback. So, I mean, you got to look at it and you just got to say it's going to take a little bit of time. It's going to take a little bit of time.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing can happen overnight. We've had some injuries. Mm-hmm. So it's like, maybe just give him a little more time and they'll figure it out. That's Russell. It's hard to root against the guy. Guy's a true winner.
It's true. It's all he does is wins. And I just think, again, it's probably getting adjusted. But the fact that after the second game, they're already booing him, that's pretty sad. We booed him in Seattle when he came to the Seattle game. Then he goes to Denver for a home game. They booed him there. Yeah. Probably going through a lot. I figure in about week 4 or 5, he's going to light somebody up.
Hey, but that's our world, man.
It is our world.
It's not. I don't think it's a good thing.
It's not a good thing.
All we say here and do is, you just boo people right out the bat.
Yeah.
I mean, we constantly are going at people, and I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, let the guy play.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, just forget about it. I mean, just let it go for a while. Let him go out there. I mean, he got booed, but they ended up winning the game.
True.
So I mean, what the hell? They're 1-1. Let's just see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you like Judy too?
Well, yeah. I mean, of course, I like Jerry Jeudy. That's why I picked him up as a combo. I would have done it with Sutton, but they already picked him up. So
he's got the long hair. Judy does.
It's not as long as a lot of people.
Really?
But yeah. I mean, it's just the way it is. So yeah.
Oh, there's Julie. She says hello. Hey. Hello, Julie. Do you have any questions for us? We can talk about your team if you want, but only if you ask the right question. George Kittle is a good start this week. He's completely listed off with a questionable.
I don't know what the hell's going on.
Questionable.
He's having a really hard time today. Really hard time.
Julie, I can talk about anybody on your team, and it's really easy to talk about. Let's talk about who do you want to talk about, Dad? We got 3 minutes on Julie's team. Since she's viewing, let's give her a little personal information right from the professional's mouth.
Right.
Okay, but she's playing me, so maybe we can give her some information that she won't know, and then that'll help me win. Okay, let's look at. She's got Biayuka. What do you think of me? Okay, let's talk about that. What do you think about Garoppolo coming in with Trey Lance and just like crushing the Seahawks?
Well, I mean, come on. It's not like you
Trey Lance
rookie on the bench.
Sucks. I would say that right now. And he sucks even more because he doesn't have a good ankle. So he sucks. The fact that they put in Jimmy G and he just crushed the Seahawks.
He's a veteran quarterback.
He is. And he's what? So why not just do that? You think just putting Trey Lance in the game to keep him started and giving him reps is a good thing?
they're not looking at today, Johnny.
I know.
This is all year.
I think Jimmy G came out and was just fired up. He was like rushing the ball. He was all
very excited that he took a pay cut. He's still out there throwing the rock around. Yeah. I mean, give me the money I was supposed to get. How about that? Yeah, that's all he's thinking about.
He's getting everybody Gatorade before the game. And they're like, Jimmy, you're in. And he's like, what? I mean, I thought I was going to the Seahawks. No, you're playing against the Seahawks. Because that was an option for a while, right?
That was big talk.
We were thinking about that. Jimmy G, he's the heartthrob. I think all the ladies like Jimmy G.
Well,
kind of like how they like
me. They actually used to until Trey Lance came around. And now all the ladies love Trey Lance.
I think they all love me.
Yeah, not a chance.
Okay.
So there you go. So that's a talk. What happened to this Julie? What are we talking about?
Julie's right here.
No, but what were we talking about?
Her team.
Yeah.
I was going through her team and she was talking about Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah.
She's got Brandon Ayuk. Yeah. I think he's going to be terrible this week. She also has Derrick Henry.
I started
and Aaron Jones.
This,
You did?
Yes.
What are you thinking? You think
Deebo Samuel ain't going to get everything.
Well.
I mean, Jimmy G likes to sling the rock.
He does. He slings the rock.
We'll see what goes on there.
Do you like Waddle? She's also got Waddle.
Yeah, he's got his own special, and they do that. They walk people in the stands. They
do
really?
That
after he scores. Everybody does the Waddle. Yeah, it's a thing.
Do you think the Dolphins stand a chance at doing anything successful this year?
Yeah.
I think they look like a pretty good team.
The quarterback throws 6 freaking touchdown passes.
Right.
You think that's not doing something?
I feel like everybody should have picked up wide receivers on the Dolphins, but don't they play the Jets twice a year? No. I think they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
they're
in the same division.
And same with Are they in the Carolina?
No.
Panthers? No.
No, that's NFC versus AFC.
Okay. I'm trying to think of what the divisions are.
Yeah.
I think Miami's got an easy division. They play New England this year. Yeah. New England doesn't look very good twice. So, but again, what does it say? Jimmy G is better than Trey Lance. Yes, he is. That's what Julie says right there.
Yeah.
Trey Lance sucks. And for anybody who,
what are you?
Okay, I want to
talk. What are you gonna do? I mean, the guy's injured for the year.
Yeah, now's the time to pick on him. Because he can't get up and chase you.
I mean, well, there's nothing to compare it to, right? I mean, they won one game, even though he only played a half or quarter or whatever of the game. They still won that game.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, there's not much to compare it to.
You know who I don't like? Kyler Murray. God, he's an arrogant guy. I mean, he's good, but what was that game that came down to the wire with them against who? And it was absolutely amazing. He came back, and I mean, Kyler Murray, he's just a very arrogant whiner. I don't like him either. Oh, here's my problem with fantasy football. I pick players based on their off-field stuff. Okay.
What's your record?
Yeah, exactly. It's not the best move. I wouldn't recommend it to everybody, but I take things very personal. So, like, if a guy off the field is being a jerk, I'm not going to pick him to be on my team. If you want to play on Johnny's team, you got to be a good guy.
We don't have enough time to go deep into Johnny's team and figure out all the guys and what they're doing off the field.
I do know a lot of them, though. The ones I've picked up. Aaron Rodgers, right?
Yeah, sure.
I love that guy.
He never has any problems off the field.
Well, he's got problems for the right reasons. He's a good guy. He stands up for what's right. He's a smart guy.
I still wouldn't lie.
All right.
I just tell the truth.
Okay, that's
he
probably
says, true. Well, I didn't really lie. I just didn't tell the truth, right?
Julie says, Dolphins play Buffalo this week. I don't think Dolphins will win this week. What do you think?
Yeah, well, I kind of have to agree. Buffalo's good. But
Buffalo is good
on the defensive side, and that's really where we're the strongest, even though their offense is really good too, even though they haven't had much of a running game. But that's been their MO for years.
I think it'd be a good game to watch.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Absolutely. All right, well, we're way past our time.
Hey, well, that's all right.
Julie, we love you.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in.
Good luck next week when you play somebody else. This week, not good luck. Because you're playing the champ.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know where he gets the champ from.
I mean, it's a personal nickname I give him.
Oh, give it to himself.
Are we going to do a trophy for our league? We should totally do a trophy for our league.
I'm not in charge of that. That's
who's the commissioner. We should totally do a trophy for the league. And you might as well just put my name on it already. Because I'm taking down.
Whatever.
I'm taking you down.
Okay, well, we'll talk about that later.
I'm taking the cake.
Yeah, whatever.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. Our one viewer, thank you, Julie, for watching. And I wish you all luck.
Yeah.
Be kind.
Yeah. Hey, man. Love God.
Love
He's there for
God.
you.
He's there for you.
Anytime. Anytime.
Be kind.
24/7.
Yes.
All right.
Have a wonderful day. Vote Republican. Oh.
All right. Check it out.
That's so funny.